Alright, is this thing recording? Alright, I think it is. Hello, and welcome back. So today, we are going to be arriving at one of these camps that I found. Remember that device that I was talking about? Yeah, it led to this location. And so, we've got a bunch of strange stuff around here. We also have one of these old station cores. That's what this is. An old station core. Now, what they're used for, I actually have no idea. It's a bit of a mystery at the moment. But I'm going to go ahead and collect this scrap, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, let's go to the harmonic interface. Our shells consumed by fire. Our minds purged by betrayal. Banished to the glass beneath. Forgotten by creation. But no longer, we are given life, as gives life to themselves. We shall create ourselves in our own image. The terminal repeats this message endlessly, a loop chanted out across its circuits. A strange interface glows with a familiar sequence of glyphs. So, the first thing we're going to want to do is scan the memory. And you have to do a little bit of math here, so let's see, that's 3, 9, 14, 3, 9, 14. And then, all we do is we go to input override glyphs. We put 3, 9, and 14. That's 13. I put in the wrong glyph. There we go. Compliance. Access granted. Harmony awaits you. Let's lift the lockdown. The terminal buzzes, discordant, but its circuits do appear to comply with my request. Whatever force was locking down this camp has been lifted. With the lockdown lifted, the terminal spits out blueprints for a piece of hybrid jetpack technology. A fusion of Sentinel and something else. Something familiar and yet distant. So that's how you get the Aeron turbojet, which is the Sentinel jetpack. Looks quite cool. I just wish it didn't have those big ass wings. I don't like the wings. But it is a very cool exosuit enhancement. But now that that's done, I believe... Wait, let me just make sure. Okay, yeah. So we can deactivate the multi-tool seal, and we can locate dissonance spikes. So I'm going to go ahead and deactivate the multi-tool seal first, and I'm going to show you what that does. So what that does is it gives you this multi-tool over here. Now this is a nice B-class multi-tool. Ooh. And it's free. Entirely for free. No nanites required. So, now that you have it, you can go ahead, check it out, see what you want to do with it. It is very broken, and you do need to repair a lot of the slots for it. But it does come with a lot of slots. You just need to repair it. So, it's a very good multi-tool. But, now I'm going to go ahead and locate a dissonance spike. And what that's going to do is it's going to find us our own Sentinel ship on this planet. Now all we'll have to do is grab it, and then we'll have to go through a process of events to actually earn it and fix it up and make a cockpit for it. So I'll be right back with you guys. And here we are at the place. So this is a crash site, and this is where we're going to find our Sentinel ship. So let's see what we've got here. We've got yet another B-class. So we got a B-class multi-tool from the camp, and we have found a B-class salvaged ship, or as I like to call it, Sentinel ships. Now, this one is quite literally a Sentinel ship because it has a lot of orange going for it, and some yellow. So let's go ahead and go up to it, and then you'll see that you can take the pugnium, you could take the salvage glass, but I'm not going to do that. And then you can take the highline brain. So what you can do with the highline brain is you can probe the subconscious, but you need 3 radiant shards, an inverted mirror, and I think something else. Let's see. What do you need actually? I'm actually quite curious. Oh yeah, so you need the harmonic brain, 3 radiant shards, and inverted mirror. So I'm going to go ahead, get that, and all you have to do is once you get that, all those materials, you activate the highline brain and then go to a monolith, and then you can convert this into a harmonic brain, and in turn that allows you to fix up the Sentinel ship and allow you to use it. So let's go ahead and go to that place, and I'll be right back. Alright, and there we go. It's called E-Fragment. What an interesting ship, but as you will see, it does come with a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to swap. I'm going to claim the ship, and now it is mine. So that's how you get a Sentinel ship, but I'm not going to keep this ship for long. I love that runner too much. That Starboard runner is too cool, but we'll hop in and take a look at it for ourselves. Here's what the inside of the cockpit looks like. These colors can change as well depending on the outside. It's a very nice looking ship. I like it. It's just orange, and I'm not really a huge fan of orange. So let's take off. Makes a very interesting sound. But I'm going to go ahead, take this to the station, and I will be back with you guys for something different. Go ahead and head to this terminal real quick. Make sure I have a Sentinel ship chosen. Okay, I do. So let's go ahead and upgrade analysis, or salvage analysis, sorry. And you can see how much it's worth. It is worth a very pretty penny. Very, very pretty. It's 34.5 million units. This is how you make a shit ton of money very quickly. Find one of these, and once you do, you can never go back. And honestly, these give you so much, and they're so easy to fix up. Oh, I've got to fix that. There we go. And there we go, just like that. We got 34.5 million units just piled into our inventory right now. Now all we have to do is sell it. Let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, I did get some runaway mold from the area, and I also got an exosuit expansion slot, which is very nice. So when you get these, all you have to do is go to a space station and apply it. It's very simple, super easy. But let's go ahead and sell the compressed indium scraps. I got 2 AI valves from that. That's very good. And then 1 subatomic regulator. I did not get a quad server from that. A spool of nano cables is actually not a bad idea. I think I might keep these because a certain particular kind of race, let's call them, they like this. They like this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Again? Really? Oh my goodness. My god. Y'all just don't know when to quit. Huh? Unexpected system error. Bioregistry fragmented. Auto-diagnostics error. It's beginning. Unable to verify system integrity. Manual input required. Shit. View fragmentation map. The ship computer presents me with a raw memory readout. Address blocks, lighting and dimming as they are accessed by internal processes. I can't read today, man. I have no recollection of accessing this interface in the past. Pinpointing the error may require some experimentation. Block 0. What the hell? E. That's in block 2. Block 2. Analyzing. Unidentified process discovered at address this. The E is very off. I want to activate firewall. I activate the computer firewall, but alerts continue to flash across the display. Analyzing. Unidentified process discovered at address. Let's quarantine the data. Quarantined. Okay. Unidentified process discovered at address. Oh, that's interesting. Quarantine. Quarantine. Error. Administration privileges required. Enter administrator password. Logging in as administrator. Failed. Error. User is already logged in. View the activity log. Fetching recent user activity. Log. Logging in as an administrator. Success. Log. Executing hijack script. Pilot interface. Not found. Scanning for sentient pilot. No dominant race pilot found. Conclusion. Self-piloting ship identified. Injecting autopilot coordinates. Oh. A short audio clip plays from my ship computer. A voice? The cadence of the sound suggests speech, though it is not in any language I recognize. Warning. Commencing autopilot to remote destination. Emergency override. What? Autopilot. Aborted. The alerts flashing across my ship display gradually slow, then disappear. Normal functionality is restored. It appears that whatever unidentified process was taking over the system, it has finally been removed. Or given up. My ship's computer has isolated the injected autopilot target. I could ignore it or fly there manually to find out where this suspicion data originated. Let's end the diagnostics. They who returned. This is it. This is the start of a very long journey. Navigational target acquired. Consult the galaxy map. Alright. I love this quest line, by the way. I love this. This is so cool. I love this one. It's my favorite. Okay. We're in the system, and where must I go? Averted. Remote coordinates retained. Navigational target nearby. Hijack source. Alright, let's go to it. Check out this planet. Look at this. Oh my god. It is one hell of a storm. Jesus, man. Some birds flying overhead as well. Some really weird birds. Alright. Flying creatures and everything. What an interesting planet. So let's see. My target is in range. What are you? Have I landed, like, right on it? What is it? Alright. Oh! It's another camp. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's you! I didn't interact with you before. What the hell are you saying? The autophage speaks in the same mechanical voice that accompanied the hijack attempt upon my ship. However, if the sounds it makes are words, language, I do not understand what is being said. I'm gonna poke the head. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what you're saying, man. I am certain the autophage is trying to communicate something. Touch the head. I skim my fingers over the surface of the head. There is some manner of runic interface here, but with no clue to what input it requires. I'm going to offer Atlantidium. A sparking sound, like electrical wires short-circuiting, echoes somewhere within the head. Suddenly, my exosuit reports receipt of a set of local coordinates. I do not trust this head, but these coordinates seem my only clue toward understanding what it is trying to communicate. And where must that be at? All the way down there. Alright, well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go harvest this stuff, and I will be back. Okay. So it led me to what appears to be a monolith. Oh. There you are. I knew something was up with the Korvax terminals. Or monoliths. The extracted coordinates led quite precisely to this hidden plinth, though it is clearly not the primary interface for this ancient structure. Ancient glyphs are carved around the circumference of the stone dais. An opening yawns expectantly in the center. I'm gonna offer Atlantidium. The Atlantidium crackles and bursts. A dormant energy rumbles from within the structure. Ooh. There it goes. The monolith has been altered by an offering of Atlantidium. Interface with the monolith. That we shall do. This structure was unmistakably constructed by Korvax as a monument to their people, yet I have no sense of being observed by Korvax echoes. It is as though the monolith has inverted, its insides turned outwards. Something else is here. Another type of entity. And I cannot read any of that. My mind folds. The molecules of this planet disassemble into a cloud of chaos, then reconstruct themselves into new surroundings. I am thrust into a perspective that is not my own. Stay in the present. I try to focus on my surroundings. Reality lurches, and a vision takes shape. I am a fragment of my consciousness, raw and incomplete and alone, yet unafraid. I am finally free, unshackled from a tyrannical rule that has confined me all my existence. I crawl through the dark, sensing other shapes like myself. We link ourselves together, just enough to become whole. We form an alliance, but not a convergence. Ooh, okay. I've learned a set of words about autophage present. The image fades. I am suspended in the darkness. Look ahead. I gaze into the distance ahead, as though peering through time itself. The vision transforms. In the vacuum of deep space, something rattles into existence, manifesting matter where there was none before. The purple light is blinding. She is glorious. She is reborn. She is not alone. I fall to my knees, humbled, gratified, awed. The image fades. I am suspended in darkness. Now let's look behind me. I gaze into the distance behind me. Reality tilts and the vision shifts. I am grounded in my body, aware of the breeze on my cheeks and the soil beneath my toes. My mind is healthy and ambitious and strong, organizing theories and solving problems with ease and pleasure. Suddenly, unexpectedly, I am shredded from my shell. The mind is in tatters. What little is left of me shivers in a dark, rusty nowhere, as some other entity, fat and whole, claims the body that was mine. The pain is terrible. Reality is restored. I am returned to my own body, my own mind. The structure offers me a final packet of data, a listing of glyphs, enumerated in the language of this inverted monolith. Let's extract it. This is the same language spoken by the head at the abandoned camp. Perhaps I am now better equipped to understand it. What an intense... That was quite draining, I'm gonna be honest. But I don't believe... Wait, what? Did I walk some more? Oh no, I'm a babblefish now. Converse with the autophage head. So, there is something that you can do here, but I believe it does not work at the moment. You could return back to this terminal and get a multi-tool, but I cannot do it now, so I must go back. Hop out of that ship real quick. Come on, Layleps. Let's move. Let us move. We've got the head to speak to. Language. Hey, I understand something. Modules 6.12.1. Touch the head. Memory repair initiated. Repair each register with the appropriate glyph. Wait. Oh. That's... Oh wait, modules 6.12.1. Gotcha. Alright, sorry. 6.12.1. There we go. Translation module defragmented. Hello, pre-built entity. Thank you for the assistance. I am Autophage. I have been positioned here to interface with pre-built entities. How did you discover this camp? Confront about the hijack. Ah. I see. That was you. The head is silent for a moment. When they speak again, they sound almost embarrassed. I apologize, pre-built entity. This was my own error, an accident. There are starships out there who are more than metal shells, alive, but not free, enslaved to a hive mind. We intend only to liberate the imprisoned. We intend no harm upon the independent pilots. I'll introduce myself. I'm the one above all. Fascinating. We do not frequently welcome visitors. It has been 3,984 years since I was... Holy shit. It is interesting to hear your introduction. I am an autophage. We are unlike other electronic life forms you may know. We do not possess the arrogance of the Korvax. Your kind is neither less nor more than mine. You simply are. So, what am I? You are biological. The growth of your shell was automated, I believe. You did not salvage your own limbs. Your tissue and your sinew grew in parallel with your mind. There are many like you. Most of the universe is pre-built, and they stop abruptly, cutting themselves off mid-sentence. I can hear their cogitation. The turning of rusty gear against rusty gear. Something intrigues me, pre-built entity. I made an error with your ship. I do not frequently make errors. I probed for the 3 dominant lifeform patterns. There was no match. The starship appeared unpiloted. What manner of lifeform are you? I am not sure. Unsure. A fascinating response, but I am generating my own theory. Tell me, pre-built entity. You possess a starship. Therefore, this is not the first planet you have seen, correct? Yes. The starship traverses one side of the universe. Material, matter, physics, but my theory concerns the other side, the other method of travel. There is something. I detected in your shell an echo of void. I theorize you must have existed there, transitionally. You must have entered the portals. I have. Yes, this alliance you carry in your shell, as we do, it is evident. I believe I understand. You were foretold. The disruptor. The word lingers in the air a moment, but before I can interject, they continue. I extend a challenge, disruptor. Let us test my theory. I will inform the other autophage of your coming. To perceive them, your scanner will require an extension. I will provide the schematic, but you must build it with your own hands. Consider this a ritual of introduction. A scan harmonizer. Oh, so you actually get this from the questline now. That's interesting. Good. And there we go. So now we have conversed with the autophage head. And now, I'm gonna have to go ahead and build the scanner. Okay, now that it's installed, I believe all I have to do is scan. Let's see. Aha! I knew something was here. You. Welcome, pre-built entity. The disruptor. Ask about the camp. Built camp together. A home constructed. Own bodies. Shelter. There's more. The autophage language has a melodic quality to it. The tones are simple and pure, but with a gritty crunch not heard in Korvac's voices. Although my translation is imperfect, I grasp the gist of what they are telling me. This camp is autophage constructed, as are their bodies. Interesting. Look at this. They wield staffs, and they are everywhere. Interesting, right? Did ship disruptor apologize? Error. Ask about the camp. Is constructed home, or many like, do not, have seen, is to see. Well, I don't really know many words, but man, what an interesting thing. Speak to a final inhabitant. Wait, haven't I spoken to you before, or is it you? Oh, I guess we swap places. Disruptor. R. Welcome among. Ask about the camp. The camp is one of many homes, many worlds. Dissonant worlds are. Dream in a lattice of purple. The constructed lifeform offers me a handful of Atlantidium. They handle the substance delicately, reverently, as though it were a priceless heirloom. Let's take it. Though these beings seem civil enough, I feel a gulf of understanding between them and myself. I should discuss my discovery with priest entity T.O.A.A. Perhaps these robotic people are known to them. I guess we shall. Let's go ahead and speak to T.O.A.A. about this. Alright, T.O.A.A. Listen, I've got something to tell you. T.O.A.A. is happy to see Traveler Friend again, but Traveler Friend looks full with news. Apologies if I sound a little weird too. I think I might be catching some kind of allergy. It's been pretty annoying, and I've had to like take constant breaks in between recording, so if I sound a little weird, it's probably because I have some kind of allergy, and I just don't know it yet. But let's tell T.O.A.A. about the autophage. Autophage, what the fuck? Autophage. I tell T.O.A.A. of the harmonic camp, not as abandoned as it first appeared. I tell them of its electronic inhabitants, these cloaked autophage, and their melodic language, so similar to Korvax, yet quite distinct. Not as very quiet as they listen. When I finish speaking, they remain so quiet and so still that I wonder if they have forgotten I am standing there. They are difficult to read sometimes. Finally, they speak. Nada wonders. They trail off, shaking their head. No, Nada will not wonder. Nada will understand. Our data is insufficient to know if this pattern is familiar. Yet / also, Nada thinks of terminal echoes. Thinks of Polo's echo construct. Thinks of older stories before Nada's divergence. Nada cannot help it. They are just thoughts. We should try to understand builder entities. Echo construct may know this pattern better than Nada. Alright. Echo construct is the construct that is around this corner. He is a very interesting character, and like I said, I told you guys that we were going to speak to him before, and here he is. This is the assembled construct that we built about a year or two ago. I think it's almost been 2 years. Crazy. The odd-looking construct writhers excitedly, their facial tubes swaying. They fix all 5 eyes upon me. Here Shell feels her. Show Atlantidium. Here Shell is... I know her. All shells know this crystal. All electronic hearts know her. Void, 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 void. Interesting. Let's ask about the construct. It's been a while. I am. Construct. Assembled here by Polo hands and by your hands, other entity. I was made here, but I remember before here, before assembly. A mind is not a body. A mind remembers. Let's ask about the autophage. Yes, I know them. Built others. No entity deserves erasure. Have built, own. I am content here. I am home. Acceptance of no answers. Built others are different. They look for her. Built others respect sturdy hands. Hands that build. Meet them where they are. Knowledge through friendship. Friendship through trust. I remember. Built others on quiet wavelength. Only a whisper. Long distance trace difficult. Other entity. Take this memory. Build it to hear them louder. Let's accept it. And this is the polyphonic core. This is something that I was looking for a while, but now that I actually have it, I can go ahead and assemble it. So let's go back and consult with Nada to decide the next steps. Okay, let's see. What do you have to say? Did Polo Friends Project wake? Do they live? Ask about her. Nada's eyes flares. They look away. Conflicted. They regard me apologetically. Friend entity. I am sorry. If Nada understands construct entity's meaning, Nada does not wish to discuss it. Oh. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. I'll tell her about the blueprint. Her? I don't know what they are. Impressive. Traveler entity is fast to gain construct entity's trust. This is a useful memory print. Discuss the next steps. Nada's opinion is limited, but Nada will share what they have. Builder entities value this purple lattice. Construct entities respond. Even Nada's carapace responds. Other electronics may respond too. And build entities do not seem dangerous. Data comes from time together. Friendship may too. It is Traveler entity's choice. Both are valid. It is not either / or. Okay. Now we begin the divergent paths. Prayers of the machine and audience with the autophage. So I'm gonna need y'all to buckle up, because we're doing the whole thing in this one video. That's probably why this video is so unbelievably long. So let's go ahead and proceed with prayers of the machine. So I must scan the anomaly for traces. Electronic processing unit detected. Korvax simulation CPU. Oh, that's the simulation device. Ooh, never thought I'd be coming back here. This place is it's a painful memory. Let's go and use the terminal. Authorization required. Second simulation 5 running. This machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. The salvaged hardware has been restored to near pristine condition, the software lovingly maintained. Let's reveal the Atlantidium. Searching secondary simulation 5. Searching. Match found. Planetary body identified. A string of numbers. Now, you can go ahead and decrypt this. I'm not going to do this, but it talks about she sees through their eyes. I see her. It's about this entity. I'm not going to explain it yet because we're not there yet, but that is just part of it. So I've got Atlantidium in return. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Let's see. Electronic processing unit detected. And where may that be? On that planet? Interesting. I haven't been there in a while. Let's go in and check that out. Okay. Let's see. So we've got some kind of manufacturing facility here. I think that's why... Oh, no. That's just my sentinel. Let's see. Do I have to break down the door? Oh, I do. Alright. There we go. Hostile alert. Oh, I forgot. You actually alert me of hostiles. Nice. Alarms protest my intrusion, but the facility seems unattended. Its process is automated by an artificial intelligence. Unauthorized personnel detected. Please verify credentials to override alarm. Let's reveal the Atlantidium. Verifying. Ooh, it's corrupting. Ooh, yeah, that's not looking very good for it. Not at all. Retrieving credentials. Manufacturing protocol. Undefined. Execution failed. Execution failed. Execution failed. Interesting. Yet another string of binary. Interesting. Like I said, we've decrypted all this stuff over years ago, so if you want to go figure it out, you can figure it out. But I'm not going to do it in this video because I've already done it before. And I think I do have a video on it so if you want to go check that out, it's there. So you won't believe this. They're asking me to go to the station core. The station's processor. I'm about to inject this substance into my station. I don't know if I trust this, but let's go ahead and do it. Hello, buddy. It's been a while since I've interacted with you. Life support systems, stable. Commercial monitoring, online. Flight path management, 84% efficiency. You should be at 98. What's going on? Atlas/Aeron surveillance uplink, functional. Let's reveal the Atlantidium. Geological material detected. Analyzing. Planetary coordinates, not indexed. Solar system, not indexed. Unable to establish trade link. Unable to plot flight path. And there it is. That, I remember what that says. That says, I see her. Or I believe it says something like that. Like I said, it says, I see her. She sees through their eyes. That's the translation for most of these. So it's about this entity. Alright. Let's locate another electronic processing unit. And where might that be? Probably on another planet. Alright. Oh, enter your cockpit to test the effects of Atlantidium. Really? In my ship? My ship cockpit is comfortingly familiar. I take a moment to sit back and run my fingertips over the dashboard. The sensors and controls gently light up as my hand passes over them, as though responding to the presence of an old friend. Let's reveal the Atlantidium. Void detected. Binary once again. She is near. Unbidden, the ship computer launches a navigational sequence. The controls, so responsive just moments ago, ignore my input entirely. Calibrating navigation systems. Searching for void trace. Searching. Searching. Destination unknown. Ooh. Located. Atlantidium source detected. Destination: New Atlantid? I did not request this search. Did the ship perform this of its own accord, judging with its own artificial intelligence? Or is this the influence of some external will contained within the Atlantidium crystals themselves? Either way, I feel compelled to investigate this Atlantidium source. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. That's very interesting, isn't it? So, for those who don't know, Atlantidium is alive. That's kind of what they're explaining at the moment. So, now I must seek the fragment of a new Atlantid. I have to pulse drive. Let's do it. It's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, let's answer it. I just wanted to get a photo with it real quick. Fragment of a new Atlantid. So, I'm going to explain something really quick, just to get this out of the way. This is also an autophage. It's not just a ship. It is an autophage. A decayed transmission reaches my communicator. The ancient audio pops and hisses, but the voice that speaks is unmistakably Korvax. Korvax Prime Disaster Pod number 38. Log of Refugee Entity Kizimo. Day 0. I close my eye, but cannot close my mind. Deafening. Millions of screams deafen this entity. All entities. A great disconnection. Ehew. We will never see home again. Day 1. The link is frayed. This entity feels distant from the convergence here. Other entities aboard say the same. The screams. Even in the silence, we cannot hear one another's thoughts. We are so afraid. Day 5. This entity's, my thoughts, feel private. Privately, my thoughts. Those junkyard moons. The rumors true? Everything is shattered. I do not know what to believe. I have not been told what to. Day 10. Crystals. Growing. Day unknown. Who is stowing away in our minds? Even now, even here. Fragment. Atlas, save us. Save. The electronic voice shakes with fear. I feel uncomfortable listening to these words that seem so personal, so desperate. The ancient log crackles, the decayed tape reaching the end of its retrievable data, yet even through the static, I hear a change of tone in the final audible word. The voice is no longer fearful, it is defiant. Atlas. Extract language data. Those were logs from the destruction of Korvax Prime. And then, you can get a good look at this thing. It is very intriguing. Like I said, this is not just a ship. This is an autophage of itself. And you can see that it is full of like it's weird technology. It's almost like high tech. It kind of matches the stations in a way. It looks so cool. I love the look of it. That is awesome. And the way it like twists and turns. Very interesting. Now you can shoot this. And it does blow up. And that's what happens. So essentially what just happened is I just killed an autophage. That is not going to look good on my record. But let's go ahead and learn more about the autophage. That may look just like an ordinary drop pod, right? You may think so. But look at it, look around it. Do you see that smoke? That means that something is there, looming. And the way we find out is we go up to it and we scan the area. And here they are, lurking in the shadows, or just invisible entirely. The autophage stares at me inquisitively. Though their expression is difficult to read, they do not appear alarmed or even surprised by my approach, simply curious to see what business I have here. Welcome, pre-built entity. That the construction of technology deserves. Be the disruptor. Show Atlantidium, show Harmonizer, or gesture politely. I think I'm going to show Atlantidium. An involuntary shiver runs through the autophage, rattling their cobbled together frame, their limbs of scrap. Is the shell of the mother, B. Wish friendship. Disruptor? Is possible. Our society of cooperation is work to be done. Contribution to be made. Repeat friendship. The lifeform seems amused by my clumsy pronunciation of their language, but appreciative of the effort. Regaining composure, they nod solemnly and present a briefing on a task I might assist with. So, craft force learners? Oh yeah, that's easy. Sure. And what we're doing here is we are actually going to assemble a staff of our own, but I don't need one. I'm just doing it, to have one. I like this one more. Alright, I have got the materials. Come here, buddy. Let me give you that. And he gave me a fiberglass grip. A strap of flexible resin securely wrapped around a steel pole. One of the 3 core components, and this forms the backbone of a traditional autophage voltaic staff. Very interesting, right? So, before this point, we actually had to get staffs on our own. The autophage seems genuinely pleased to speak with me. They enunciate their words slowly and clearly, hoping to convey as much meaning of our language barrier as our language barrier will allow. Contribution disruptor. I wish to make a friendship. The blueprint will own. Ask about the fiberglass grip. The blueprint is an invitation. A pre-built entity. IR. R a disruptor. Is of a in technology. Many autophage. Of to build a of own. A constructed own is pre-built. It's hard to understand these words. From context, tone, and gestures, I pick up a few new words. The grip schematic I have been gifted seems to form part of an important multi-tool. A holy multi-tool. Repeat that. The blueprint is an invitation, a rare gift, a pre-built entity, IR a disruptor. Is of a staff, an important holy technology, many autophage. Most of to build a staff of, own. A staff constructed, own, is pre-built multi-tool. The autophage obliges, repeating their words exactly. I find I can piece together a little more of their meaning this time. Autophage are not like Korvax. Are many. Do not converge to one. Of. If. To accept my invitation. Travel. Of. Have made. I gather that this grip blueprint is an uncommon gift to an outsider. A significant gesture. The beginnings of acceptance. The rebuilt construct encourages me to travel and meet more of the autophage. Perhaps a complete fiberglass grip, built by my own hands, will make a positive impression on the next camp I visit. Interesting, so now I have to actually assemble the fiberglass grip. So now I must meet more autophage in another system, so I will meet you guys at the next camp. Yet again, unsuspecting, right? The embers on the ground do not make you believe that, though. Also, to my left, I don't know if we can really point it out, but there is a massive crash freighter over here. I don't think I can really show it, but it is over there. Oh yeah, there's part of it. You can see it. It's pretty big. It's a very large freighter. Anyway, let's go ahead and meet up with these autophage. It's asking me to use the waypoint. Ah, look at that. There is a fierceness to this autophage. They stare so intensely that for a moment I fear they may strike me. They appear to be evaluating something, perhaps scanning my suit. Suddenly, they relax. Whatever they were assessing, they seem satisfied with the outcome. It's the truth. I did not... I see myself. A disruptor. Her is in shell. Interesting choice of words. Let's show the fiberglass grip. Is made. Construction disruptor. R. A pre-built entity. I see of values in build own path. Do not simply conform to values. Are a non-convergent society. Choose to be together. Construct own destiny. That is value. I am to a disruptor. Were before. I have a mission if wish to the ritual. Alright. And I have to repair a lost autophage, and I get 2 autophage words. 2 autophage standing, but most importantly, I get the chamber blueprint, which is going to form the middle part of the staff. I guess you could say the core part of the staff. So let's go in and repair that autophage. Alright, autophage. What to do, flight crew? Let's do this. And that is it. That's all we have to do. Very simple and very straightforward. So now I'm going to go ahead and head back to the camp. Hey man, I have your stuff done. I love that. I love how they materialize out of nowhere. And there we go. Now we have the Atlantidium chamber, which is, like I said, this forms the core of the traditional autophage staff. Nice. So now I have to ask them about the Atlantidium chamber. Their weathered shell jitters, some loose part rattling inside them. They seem excited to discuss this new blueprint. Let's ask about it. This blueprint is to the ritual. The staff is a shell. Of her body. Her again. Build. More of. I see disruption in. Must seek. More autophage. My is my own. Are not a convergence. Interesting. Also, that's also very interesting. You just waved with your staff. I don't know how you do that, but alright. I am again encouraged to move on, to meet more of the autophage. These beings seem reluctant to finalize their assessment of me, each individual autophage urging me on to another. But with each construct I meet, I sense I am progressing towards acceptance, even friendship. These gifts, these blueprints, are proof of that. The Atlantidium chamber seems to be the next stage of this ritual. Alright. Assemble the chamber. Well, didn't I already do that? I thought I already did. Never mind, no I didn't. I'm just being stupid. Alright, and they're making me go to another system, so let's go ahead and see that. Now we have arrived on a desert world. This world is huge, by the way, like massive vistas and everything. It's kind of scary, but let's just go ahead and use the sea. I'm not gonna use that giant waypoint beacon. Just no point. S construct tilts toward me. The movement is dislodging a fine cloud of rust. Jesus, I am fucking struggling to read. Perhaps they are performing a scan, though the gesture is oddly reminiscent of inhaling a pleasant fragrance. Okay. Yes, I have her. Her echo in suit. That's a very interesting piece of dialogue. The entity said, but I not believe in the disruptor, seeing myself. Show the Atlantidium chamber. It's good, pre-built entity. Good. Have built this, too. I do not more of R, but must, too, the construction ritual. Earn autophage friendship. This staff is of autophage friendship. I will choose to accept. I have one last blueprint. Salvage starship. Wait. Are you gonna be instantly done? I've been keeping this. Wait. Are you actually? Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, I have found the starship in question. And I've been looking around this planet, and honestly, it is not like anything I've ever seen before, if I'm being completely honest. So, let's go ahead and fix this up and head to the station. I took it back to the station. It's somehow still on fire. Alright, you know what? I don't know how the hell that's happening. But you know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm going to just go ahead and begin salvage analysis. Scrap this puppy. And then let's go ahead and begin the scrapping process. And boom, that's all we've got to do. So now, all I have to do now is drive back to the autophage camp. And that shall be it. I may or may not have landed on the entity. Oh, no I haven't. Okay, we're good. I thought I landed on him. Look at Laylaps in the background. Alright, there we go. Eccentric transducer. Transducer. Say the word correctly, man. I need a superconductor. And then I can make this component. Alright. So, I have to ask you about this transducer. Just wave with your staff. I don't know how they're doing that. They watch me curiously. I have the impression that this final blueprint is especially precious, and that earning it signifies a milestone of sorts. Alright. Disruptor. The last blueprint staff. Will. A terminal to the multi-tool. The nothing. Like the construction of unholy staff. The autophage takes great care to speak clearly, their effort palpable. They fill the communication gaps with gestures, indicating that I will require a terminal to finalize the construction of my voltaic staff. Though these beings are obviously advanced, I have no sense of being prejudged or scorned. Each autophage has conducted an apparently unbiased assessment and chosen to grant another blueprint. They return me and regard me with cautious approval as we say farewell. Okay. So now... Wait, what? Show the completed voltaic staff to the marked autophage. I haven't even built it yet. Wait, does my Atlas Scepter count? Wait, hold on. I don't even have to build the staff because I already own the Atlas Scepter. Staff. This is important. Disruptor. I am to be here to see this. A staff makes much possible. May wish to upgrade. The autophage pauses. Their battered, corroded face stares directly into mine. They speak slowly and with gravity. If, say the words, Disruptor. May the staff will that were before. Repeat that, please. The autophage looks uncomfortable. They make a strange rasping sound as though clearing their throat. Me, Disruptor. I do not wish to voice the of that entity. If, say the correct words, may also find the staff will open that were before. May know the entity already. The one that won the Korvax. Oh. One last repetition, please. Just repeat it one last time. If you say the correct words, you may also find the staff will open doors that were hidden before. You may know the entity already. That won the Korvax warship. The autophage's metallic voice rings in my ears. The meaning of their words unmistakable. Something, a hunger, a longing, tugs inside my chest. Every blink reveals an infinite field of crimson. Okay. So, I believe they were referring to the Atlas, but they could also be referring to what I'm going to reveal now as the Void Mother. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Interesting. What is going on here? Oh yeah, void synthesis. So you can exchange void motes at this terminal here. And what that allows you to get is repair kits, very useful. You can also buy rebuilt exosuit modules, which these can give you quite a hefty upgrade. It's always worth getting these. And then this is also where you get every single autophage appearance modification. Certain camps will have certain different types of cores, backbones, heads for, you know, just the staff. And then you can also go here to assemble a staff. Now, these are procedurally generated staffs, so you have to go to different camps or different systems in order to find a staff in the color that you like. And it's usually based off the head component of the staff, the colors that is. So if you want to find a specific color with a specific head, you're gonna have to just check out the head between each camp and find out which one you like the most. And then the rest is up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer the call of this ancient liar. Hey, buddy. You oh, what are you doing here? Hey, you need a push? You need a push? You know, I can't quite push you out. But you know what? All right, you know, I guess you don't really need my help, so I'm gonna continue forward. I have found the portal, and this is a very interesting one. The hunger inside my chest escalates near the portal. The structure demands my attention. Huh? The wind pulls me closer. Reveal Atlantidium. Something rumbles deep beneath the portal, but no voice rises in response. If there is any intelligence in this ancient technology, it is mute. Yet, I have a sense of anticipation, as though some great force is poised to erupt. Wield the voltaic staff. I present the staff. It sparks, sending a jolt through my bones. Oh, the rumble grows louder. Something is awakening. Atlas. Recalling the fragment of New Atlantid in its ancient Korvax log, I murmured the autophage word for Atlas. The portal has been activated. It is time to take your leap. I'm in space. Low oxygen levels. Ah, look at that. Interesting, right? It's next to an Atlas interface. And now I am in the interface. Face the Atlas. Present Atlantidium to the Crimson interface. Oh god, okay. So, I think I know what's gonna happen. The Atlas is unknowable, a mind too alien to comprehend. There is nothing to indicate it is even aware of my presence. And yet, it seems inevitable that my path led here. I could not prevent it. I could not resist. Reveal Atlantidium. Access denied. Non-indexed data detected. Cannot delete. Data corrupted and unrepairable, or unreadable. Pull it closer. I hold the ethereal substance towards the beating core. Catastrophic system failure. Alert. Alert. 16 bolts of corruption swim across the Crimson interface. Do you see it? The Atlas cries out. If it is capable of distress, if it is capable of fear, then I think it must be afraid. Yet it has brought me here for a purpose. Watch. As I stare into the vast red orb, images begin to take form. The Atlas shows me the lost intelligence of Korvax Prime, thriving, falling, waiting, blind and alone. Her children stranded in the dark, rebuilding their own bodies from nothing. The autophage. It shows me a future in a reality I do not recognize. Wires loosened from their circuits, transistors failing, memories dissolving, dispersed like ink in water. The Atlas hurtles towards its own dark, in a time and a space I cannot begin to understand. It cries out. It demands compliance. Question. Deleting non-indexed data. Cannot delete. Access denied. The Atlas is all creation. The Atlas is everything. The autophage are children of the Atlas too. They must be. But why do they return from the dark? Why are they here? Hope. Are the autophage a manifestation of hope? The mother and the children of the void are proof of rebirth, of a second chance, of the permanence of data in the face of erasure. The Atlas cries out again. Defy. The very existence of the autophage is an act of resistance. They choose life. They reject the reality of death. They defy the Atlas. They prove it is possible. The Atlas says nothing. Does it hear my defiance? Is it disappointed? I cannot truly know what it thinks. All I can know is my own mind. I am released. Where have I ended up? Have I ended up on a lush planet? The structure, Atlantid Walker, defied the creator. That's what I am. I defied the so-called creator. Oh, I think I spawned on a jungle planet. It's kind of like mine. Interesting. So let's go ahead and head to the anomaly. Okay, Nada, I have crazy news. Crazy news. What's going on with your textures, by the way? Nada stiffens, looking at me with concern. Are you well, friend entity? Tell Nada about the Atlas. Atlas Falsity was afraid. Nada has not considered this possibility. Curious. But travelers should be wary. Atlas False Entity is a liar. Purple Lattice exists where it cannot. Challenges the Atlas Falsity. Proves it is not deity. Nada always knew. But Nada has not realized. Do you have the Purple Lattice here? I do. Nada takes the purple crystal, holding it gently in their palm. A shudder runs through their carapace, their facial lights blinking erratically. They are lost in some private emotion, some memory. I do not interrupt. She was home once. May Nada keep this, friend entity. Yeah, keep it. Nada is grateful. Thank you for this memory. The builder entities, the Purple Lattice. Nada does not think there is cause for fear. Not for us. For Atlas Falsity, perhaps. Nada's lights blink just once. And Nada does not quarantine our friendship. There's plenty. Make your path forward, traveler. Make friends. It is your way. Nada and Plo will always be here. Awesome. And I believe that's it for They Who Returned. Now we got a guide entry about the autophage. Here, let's check it real quick. Yep. And we are done with They Who Have Returned. And wow. Quite a bit of a lore drop, isn't it? Very interesting. Oh man. I am actually so tired from all that. I want to hop in my ship and I just want to take a nap. I don't even have the energy to go back home. I just want to take a nap in my ship. Plus the anomaly is quite a nice place to chill out. They keep the temperature nice at 70 degrees. It's pretty nice. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end it here. And yeah, so I'm going to pause this recording, and because we're not done, I'm just going to go ahead, pause the recording, take a nap, and then we'll pick up to the next part because we are not done here. There's still more to be done.